What's up, everybody? Welcome back to No Faking Sports. I'm your host, David Kincaid, and today we got to talk about Brent Venables and the coaching search. I've already fired Seth Luttrell in my mind and Joe John Finley. Um, I'm not telling them to go away. Seth Luttrell could go back to being an analyst. I don't know what he was doing last year as an analyst because he definitely wasn't figuring out how to run an offense. Joe John Finley has been a great tight ends coach for us. He has been a great tight end. Um, Aside from the tight ends not being able to block, but that's definitely something they need to work on. But we got to find an offensive coordinator. Brent Venables got to find an offensive coordinator. And I just want to talk about some key points going forward with that search. Johnny Dangerously 7186 said in the comments in my last video, this is not on the job training, and I agree. It's not. I said that in one of my videos. The University of Oklahoma is not where you come to figure out how to be an offensive coordinator. You either know what you're doing or you don't. And this is part of what OU Knit 03 said. Brent Venables does have a conviction to be loyal. Yes, Dabo Sweeney is a loyal person as well, and I understand that that's that culture at Clemson. And I understand that it has worked for them. And I don't mind being loyal, but if it's not working, it's not working. Dabo Sweeney doesn't care to go in the transfer portal. He likes to stick with his guys. And I understand the thought process of Brent Venables wanting to keep it amongst OU guys as far as coaching, because we tried to go that other way with Lincoln Riley and he had no loyalty to us. That's fine. I wanted him going anyway. That's a whole nother subject. But we cannot continue to not go out and hire the best guys for the job. Nick Saban's coaching tree is Nick Saban's coaching tree because he took misfits like Lane Kiffin. He took misfits like Steve Sarkisian, and he molded them to become better coaches and showed them the right way to do things. And this also speaks to what I said about Brent Venables in one of my other videos is I know that he is a defensive mastermind. You got a good defensive coordinator. Thank you for bringing Zach Alley along. Now you have to turn your mindset to where you go to NFL coaches and you go to different coaching, the word I'm looking for, I'll think of it in a second, but you have to go and find a way to be an offensive coach, to be an offensive mind. That is where Nick Saban finally flipped the switch and he was able to win consistently at the University of Alabama because Nick Saban started off as a defensive coach. And then he went and he sought out to become a offensive coach. He learned how to run a offense. In order to be a head coach, you have to know offense and you have to know defense. I'm not telling you guys that Brent Venables doesn't know defense. I mean, that he doesn't know offense. But Brent Venables is not an offensive mind. And that's where he really needs to dig in the weeds and find out what it takes to be successful on the offensive side of the football so he can go out and hire the right offensive coach. Because this scoring in the teens is not going to get it. I told y'all if you looked at the video that I put out before the Tennessee game, I told you Tennessee would not score 30 points on us. Our defense has this under control. If our offense can score 34 points, 34, which is a touchdown per quarter and 2 field goals, we can win a national championship. We have that type of defense. It's got to happen. Um, Frightening Truth, you spell frightening wrong, but Frightening Truth 7173 said RPO isn't the problem. I wholeheartedly disagree. Look at what Jeff Lebby is doing at Mississippi State. 3-game losing streak in which he has not scored more than 30 points. Here's what it is. Like I said previously, RPO is a reactive offensive play calling system. You're not imposing your will on anybody, and that's not what we do at the University of Oklahoma. That is not what we do. Um, and yes, I do understand that injuries and wide receivers dropping the ball. Guys, I watch these games ad nauseum. I watch these games over and over and over and over from beginning to end, and I'm always taking notes. I know you guys know what you're seeing. I know what I'm seeing as well. And I'm seeing it from a player's point of view and from a coach's point of view. And the RPO just isn't going to get it. Josh McCall, 8043. I want to say thank you to everybody that left comments. I am trying to get down and reply to all the comments. I still have a small following. Thank you for the 57 new subscribers that I just got this week. Guys, I'll try to reply to as many comments as I can, but understand I work a full-time job in which I have to get to, in which I'm late to. But I wanted to get this video out for you guys. Joshua McCall 8043 said Seth Luttrell's trying to run Jeff Lebby stuff for JFA. I was hoping that was not going to be the case. If you watched my video before the Arizona game, I said that more than likely he's going to run Seth Luttrell stuff, but hopefully going into the season, I would see something new. And as soon as I went to the spring game and I saw him run a reverse on the first play, I said, we're back at Jeff Lebby's offense. You are correct, Joshua McCall. He is running Jeff Lebby's offense. And I don't think that he's going to change it just because Jack Arnold is no longer the quarterback. Maybe. We don't know for sure that Jack Arnold will not see the field again. But I told you guys last year, when a coach shows you who they are and the type of offense that they like to run, they're not hiding stuff. That's who they are. That's the plays that they have a conviction with because they were brought up under whoever they were brought up under. This is the air raid. This is the RPO. And another comment had came through and said that everybody else is running. I think that was from Frightening Truth 7173. Everyone else is not running this. There's a difference between RPO, air raid, and pro raid. And pro raid is what Nick Saban eventually went to, in which they spread the ball out a little more. That's with Lane Kiffin was running over there. That's what Steve Sarkisian was running over there. That's what those coaches are running now. And that's what Tennessee is running a version of it. They are not running an RPO. Guys, this is going to be a major impact on recruiting. Let me get back to the injuries for a second. Yes, we have a lot of injuries on the offensive side of the football with the offensive line and the wide receivers. It is bad now, but it will be a good thing going forward because these younger players are getting valuable experience, and it will bode well for them next year and the year after. I said that I'm looking for Oklahoma to win a national title next year. I didn't think that this year would be our year because it would be Jackson Arnold's first year, but next year would be our year. So, with the guys that we have out there that are injured, they should definitely be coming back to play next season. And the guys that are filling in this season, they're getting valuable experience. So I think we'll have a championship experienced football team next year, and we can do a lot of damage. But that doesn't mean pack it up and sell it in for the rest of this year. I know that's not what we're doing. I know. Because Brent Venables' post-game speech to the team, when he said there was a lot of team waiting for us, a lot of people waiting for us to fall on their face, there were. So they could say, I told you about the SEC. Oh, don't worry, we're not done. We will have a winning record this year. We have the defense to do it. Hopefully we can figure it out offensively. Impact on recruiting. Next year, Kevin Sperry will be coming in. Took Carl Albert last year, 14-0 to a 5A state championship at the University of Oklahoma. He is now at Denton Guyer. Remember what I said. Winning a state championship matters. It proves that you are a winner. So we got Kevin Sperry coming in. And then the year after that, we got Jaden O'Neal, 6'3", 200. I can't wait for this kid to get on campus. We're going to be fine, Oklahoma. We will be fine. But if we don't figure out this offensive coordinator mess, we could be looking at Jaden O'Neal decommitting and say, I don't want to do that. These kids are committed to our program. They are watching these games. They know what right looks like. You got females that are fans of the University of Oklahoma that have never played the game. They know this shit don't look right. We gotta clean it up. We gotta find a good offensive coordinator. There are a lot of guys that have coached under Nick Saban on the offensive side of the football that don't have jobs right now. Go find one of them. Find anybody. Brent Venables, it's time to start your own coaching tree. I was in the Army for 22 years, and one thing we always would say about your job in the Army, your job is to find your replacement. Brent Venables, your job is to find a great offensive coordinator that can go away and be a great head coach somewhere else. When you start to have that turnover, that's the markers of a great winning football program. Drop down in the comments, guys, like you have been doing. Thank you very much. This channel is really growing, and I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the comments. Continue to do it. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell notification, and be informed when I drop videos. I will be dropping more videos during the week because more than likely I will be doing them in the morning after my workouts. Until next time, peace.